all fans, we want to see Black Adam face Superman. It's just what we want to see.
Yeah.
You talked about listening to the fans. What does that fight look like in your mind, and who lands the first punch?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Damn good to see you, sir.
My man.
How are you, man?
How are you?
How's the family?
Very good, man.
It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
Doing so well. Jake Hamilton, Good Day Chicago. Fucking love this movie, man. Fucking love this movie.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna jump into this because I got 1,000 questions
Say
for
it
you.
again. You fucking love this.
Fucking love the movie. In the most G-rated fashion. We can definitely put that on the air. You know, the moment that you were cast in this role, we instantly start fantasizing about the different matchups. Oh, we want to see him fight Superman and Batman and Aquaman. And it's not unlike how we used to fantasize about different matchups when you were in the ring and Black Adam has to come up with a cool name and a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Has your experience in DC been more similar to your experience in WWE than you expected it to be?
Yes, number one. And also, number two, I think me cutting my teeth and making my bones in pro wrestling, even before WWE, when I started down in Memphis, wrestling for Jerry the King Lawler and Jerry Jarrett and Jeff Jarrett and those guys, that and wrestling in those little flea markets that I used to wrestle at, then getting to WWE, I think my experience in the world of pro wrestling helped me craft an even better Black Adam. Because ultimately what the world of wrestling always did for me, number one, always listen to the audience. Let them inform you. They will always inform you on where you need to go. But then also, do your best to think 10, 12, 20 steps ahead. So in the world of wrestling, oftentimes, if I knew what our WrestleMania main event would be, me and say Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Sure.
we'd work backwards from there. So it's the same thing where the ultimate goal was not only deliver Black Adam, but also deliver the JSA, 5 new superhero characters in one movie. But then also, man, let's stretch this universe out. And let's think about what it looks like if Batman were to face, if Black Adam were to face any of these other characters.
You said Batman. There's something there.
There's something
I know
there
you
with
slipped.
Batman.
You slipped, man. All right, so I'm gonna ask this question without asking this question.
Okay.
All fans, we want to see Black Adam face Superman. It's just what we want to see.
Yeah.
You talked about listening to the fans. What does that fight look like in your mind, and who lands the first punch?
I think Black Adam lands the first punch. Now, I don't know if Black Adam lands the last punch because Superman, I grew up a DC boy. Superman, I love Superman. I loved Superman, and I still do. Clearly.
Yes. You have a filmmaker's vision, though. You understand what makes good movies. Is the scene already built in your mind? Is it raining? Is it sunshine? Like, can you see it in your mind right now when you think about it?
Jake, I could see things so clearly on how that scene looks like, what that scene looks like, what the film looks like, what the next 3 films look like. Now, whether or not that comes to fruition, that always helps when you have that kind of clarity. But here's what I do know. Listening to the fans when I was wrestling always led and guided me, just like now. So for the past 10 years, as I was pushing Black Adam up this hill to get made, for the past 5, 6, 7 years, I was also listening to the fans at the same time. Where you have Black Adam, we will create Black Adam for him to be the most powerful and unstoppable force on this planet. The most powerful and unstoppable force in the entire universe has been on the sidelines for too long.
I'm going to cut you loose on this. You talk about like the next 3 films, you talk about the future. One of the crazy things that we've seen in the...
Last one. Yeah.
One of the crazy things we've seen in the superhero genre is that we've seen our favorite heroes die. We saw Superman die. We saw Wolverine die. We saw Iron Man die. It's not something that I want to think about right now, but like, are you ever interested in, would you like to see a scene where Black Adam dies one day? Is that as an actor, would you like to see that scene play out?
I wouldn't like to see it right now because there's a lot more storytelling that we need to tell and we should tell that I think will be very beneficial for the fans out there and generations to come. But one day, I'm open to that. I mean, the ultimate sacrifice, sure, we'll see. But I don't see that happening now.
But we don't want to see it happen.
No, man.
We don't want to see it happen now. I just want to end by saying, man, and I end every single interview by, and you always tell me to stop, and I'm not going to. I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me, man. I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for how you helped me get into this chair, that big favor you did for me in my career one time. And it's not something that I take lightly, and I just want you to know that I value and appreciate everything that you continue to do for me, and you make me feel special, man. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
Man, thank you for saying that,
Yeah,
Jake. I
seriously.
appreciate it, man. I've known you for some time. You're a great guy. Happy to help you in any way. And look, you always come in. You're positive. Your energy's great. And not only that, but you love what you do. You can tell, like you're passionate about what you do. Like this job, it gets you out of bed and you run towards it. Same thing with me. It gets me out of bed and I run towards it, man.
People often confuse us, the two of us.
It's like looking in the mirror. Every time I see you, I'm
Mirror,
like,
man.
shit.
Jesus. My God. Dude, love you, buddy.
You too,
Seriously,
man.
Thank you for everything. Thank you,
brother.
Thank you.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.